Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new here. Hope you guys are doing well. Um, as you guys can tell by the title, I don't actually even know what I'm going to title this yet, but I already know it's going to be about Harry, Meghan, and I can already feel Diana sort of coming through, but I will title it accordingly. But as you can tell, the reading is going to be about them. So I don't really have a plan on how I feel I'm going to go about the reading. So I feel like I'm going to be more of a messenger than anything. So whatever messages come through is just what I'll tell you guys and what I'll share with you guys, right? And I can already feel my throat closing up. So usually when that happens, it's because it's information somebody doesn't want out or something along those lines. Okay, so let me just see. And I do have cards. So I'm shuffling, and if a card speaks out to me or like comes on strong, I may just read the information from that card. Um, as far as intuitively what I'm getting from it, but mostly me shuffling the cards is just to put myself in a meditative state where the messages can come through with more clarity, right? All right, so I already know about the obvious, interview that Harry and Meghan did. Um and I feel like I have not seen it in its entirety. I've just seen like clips here and there. Um Okay, so the first question I'm being asked to address is, was Meghan telling the truth? Was she speaking her truth? Um, I'm hearing yes. I'm also hearing that I'm hearing it took a lot for her to speak up, um, to get to the point of speaking her truth, because her and Harry are still, even though I know they've stripped them of certain titles, certain benefits or whatnot, they're still they're still very much like tied to that family in a way where I don't want to say that they could be punished, but there's still a lot they could go through and be put through if they say too much or if she says too much, right? Um, and I put emphasis on her speaking too much because at the end of the day, um, he's family, he's their blood, right? Um, they would welcome him back in a heartbeat and forgive him for everything if he decided to, walk away, which I don't see, by the way, walk away from Meghan and walk away from all of that and go back home. But her, like, they will drag her through the mud, I'm hearing, right? So, so she was speaking her truth. And I'm actually hearing that a lot of what she didn't say, um, was not because she's afraid of them or because she's afraid of what she could lose or not have anymore. But it was more out of respect for her husband. Like, she is fully aware that he still, despite everything that's gone on, everything they have put him through as a child to where he is as an adult now, he holds them very near and dear to his heart. He still loves them very much. There's still a part of him that seeks approval, that seeks, out love and their respect, so to speak. Um, so she didn't want to completely really say everything, is what I'm being told, but she still wanted to speak her truth. I'm going to speak my truth regardless, right? And I am being told it's because of, I'm hearing becoming a mother is the reason why she felt she needed to speak her truth, because it had to do a lot with her children. And of course, the mother card popped up. And speaking of the mother card, Princess Diana, Princess Diana, um, is coming. Okay, so I'm gonna I'm gonna pause real quick because it's like two different messages. I got angels on this side, giving you messages, and then I got Princess Diana on this side, like trying to come through very, very strongly with her own message. Her message is for the what's that lady name? The one that was that what's that lady's name? Her ex-husband, the one who's gonna be king, all right? Who he is married to, Camila, I think that's her name, Camila. Okay, you just hit. That's like, okay, she's coming on really strong. She's coming in strong, as in like a mama bear type of strong, like a overprotective. Like she's like very, 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 and I mean emphasis on very protective over her children, even on the other side. And I know a lot of people think that after someone passes away, after someone's died, and I'm saying this just to say it because this is how some people feel. Some people feel like after that they don't have to worry about someone anymore, or worry about the backlash of doing certain things anymore. Because the idea is, oh well, that person's passed on, so I don't have to worry about that. I can do whatever I feel I need to do. So Princess Diana is coming in through, and she is coming up very, very, very protective over her children, right? And she is pointing at that lady, like that Camila lady, right? So I don't know if that lady is saying influential things to. Okay, she's bringing it to me this way. She's saying lovers, um spouses have a lot of influence over each other, right? Um and she is basically saying that she will protect her children from the other side. Just because she's not here physically does not mean that she cannot protect them when it comes down to it. And she's speaking to this lady directly, right? So she is telling this lady in so many words, mind your business, stay out of my children's business. So I don't know what this lady is doing. She could be talking to not Mr. Prince Charles. God, I'm horrible with titling people. But yeah, Prince Charles influencing him on how to go about certain things, or how to punish. I'm hearing Harry or Meghan, but listen, Lady Diana, Princess Diana is not about it. She is here. She's going to protect her children no matter what. Like, she doesn't have to physically be here to protect them. Okay. Um, what else? Okay. So now that she got that out, because she's like right here trying to get me to get that out. Now that she got that out, I'm going to go back to hearing what the angels have to say as far as Meghan and Harry. Okay. There is still a lot that has not been said. Like, I know it's going to seem explosive to what they revealed in that interview, but there is still so much, because I still feel my throat closing up, which indicates somebody being forced to be quiet, or being forced to not say it all, or not speaking everything. Because again, this is the energy that's coming in, the tenderness. This is her, I'm hearing Meghan, being super protective of Harry, of still wanting Harry to have some semblance of closeness, of not trying to destroy anything in that area of his life with his family, but still needing to speak her truth, because at the end of the day, it's her truth. And she wants to teach her children to speak their truth no matter what. I'm also hearing that, this card flew out. I'm also hearing, yeah, honesty. She wanted to be honest. She wanted to tell her truth, but still trying to figure out a fine line of being respectful. But I'm still hearing that the baby she lost, and I feel like she lost that baby in 2000, like she lost that baby like in 2019. I feel like she told us in 2020 that she lost that baby, and then got pregnant again in 2020, and is going to give birth in 2021. But the biggest thing is, I'm hearing that the child that she lost, that's the same child that's coming back now, that's going to be, she's going to be giving birth to now. And I am hearing that such a sweet soul, the baby, like this, like I can pick up energy, of course, of personalities and whatnot. Like Archie is going to be a very like feisty, strong personality, strong energy. But I'm hearing this new baby is very sensitive, um, very feminine energy. Like I'm picking up feminine energy, not fragile, but like very sensitive, very like soft, very, you know, like a baby that's going to need more nurturing, more, even more love, even more like protection and just tenderness. And I feel like that's part of the reason why that baby didn't come through when it was originally supposed to come through. It wasn't ready. It wasn't ready to be a part of what felt like chaos, is what I'm being told. It wanted to come in at a time where there was more peace and more stability, right? Um, so that's another message that came through. Okay, giving and receiving. Yeah. Um, and I'm hearing that the soul that's coming in, this child that's coming in was like being watched over, right? And Diana is one of the people that was watching over this child on the other side. And I'm also picking up like Mother Mary, like Mother Mary's energy, right? So this child was never like, yeah. And I think it's a girl because feminine came through. Pretty sure it's a girl, right? So anything else? Yeah, it's just basically the angels reiterating what I just said before. This child's energy is not like, they're very, 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 I don't want to use the word fragile, but that's what's coming up. They're more sensitive. They're going to be a little bit more quiet, a little bit more chill, um, you know, very graceful child, I'm hearing. But it's just basically, this child is more sensitive. So this child didn't want to come in through to what felt more like over craziness, chaos, energy that, you know, of its mother feeling rattled and out of whack. You know, they just wanted to come in and come into a more stable situation, which is why this baby's coming in now. Okay. What else? Oh, let's ask this question because I want to know. I saw one clip where basically Meghan said that there was racism or questions of racism concerning Archie and whether or not he would have a title, questions about his skin color, him being too dark coming up. So she didn't really say who it was, so I want to ask. So let's see, who is it? Ew. This is like a duke. This would be considered, everything is alleged, by the way. Let me just go ahead and say that. But this is like the duke that's no longer really technically a duke. He was one of the people. That's the one that had to deal with the Epstein stuff. Yeah, because uncle came up, right? So he's one of those people. I don't feel like it's just him. So let's see who else comes up. Okay. There is also. Okay, hold on. It's coming in strong. I'm also hearing the grandfather. The grandfather. Grandfather. Yeah, I'm hearing the grandfather. Right? Yeah. Grandmother in reverse. Grandfather. Right? So he was part of that conversation. He was part of that conversation. Okay. I don't know who. I don't know. There's. I don't think I want to say this, but because they're trying to describe him in so many words. There's somebody else that has like, I don't I don't like to out people in my readings, but there's somebody that like engages in, you know, intimate activities with both sexes involved. And I'm hearing that this person is a Pisces or has heavy Pisces on their chart. That's also one of them, right? Because that's coming up strong. I've shuffled like 3 times and the same card keeps coming up. Yeah, they keep bringing up the uncle again, the Duke. I don't know what his name is, but I'm not even gonna speak it because, you know. All right. There's also, I don't know if you guys can see that, the dark-haired woman. Kate. Okay. And this fell out. And he doesn't look like, he doesn't sort of have all his hair anymore, but the brother. But yeah, it was, yeah, those are the main people I'm hearing, right? Those are the main people I'm hearing. So it's a bunch of older women who are not really, and the lady that Diana was pointing at earlier, she was part of the conversation too. She was part of the conversation too. Yeah. Yeah. Which is, this is her popping this card up. In-laws, right? Meghan's in-laws. Okay. They were part of that conversation too. They were. Sorry. All right. So, anything else? I wish I would have watched the interview first because I feel like I could have came up with a lot more questions. Okay. Okay, so this message is for Meghan, inner child. She's doing a better job at taking care of herself, both mentally, physically, and spiritually. But what I'm being told by God's angels is that she needs to take more time to do more fun things. Just like get in touch with her inner child again. Because it feels like she's very like serious, business minded, figuring out how to handle this, how to handle that. And the angels are telling her to take a break from that every now and then and just do something that feels good to the soul. Do something that's going to uplift her, energize her, make her feel like a big hit again. Okay. Okay, so this card came up, and this, I'm hearing this message is for Harry. Okay. And they're saying, Harry, no matter what title they take away from you, what they take away from you, at the end of the day, you will have your self-respect, okay? You will have your self-respect. You will be okay. You're going to be Prince Harry no matter what, okay? You're going to be that soldier who served no matter what. They can't take that away from you, right? And I feel like a lot of organizations are going to come up and they're going to speak on his behalf. A lot of people are going to be speaking on their behalf if they haven't started doing that already. But they just don't want him to get in his head. Is he a Virgo? Because I'm hearing like, don't get in your head. Don't get to the nitty gritty, to the details of it. Because when it comes down to it, you are who you are, and they can't take away the experience. All they can take away is a title. And you can still hold that title without actually having it. Okay? But yeah, guys, I'm going to close this reading out because my throat literally is closing up. Probably said too much, more than I was supposed to say, but yeah, this is just the final thing, final message. They are heavily protected, you know, by God, by God's angels. And I'm also hearing by Mother Mary. And I'm also hearing, you know, Diana is watching over them and will always watch over them. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and end it here. I think I'm going to post this now. Thank you guys for joining me. This is March 8th. I never know what day it is anymore, but I know it's March 8th. So I'm going to go ahead and post this for you guys as quickly as possible. I do have more readings coming. Yeah, and thank you guys for watching. Thank you for all the kind comments. Thank you for being respectful. Thank you for the likes, shares, and subscribes. I do see them and I do appreciate them. Catch you guys on the next one. Take care.